reflections. So, I have been getting into sacred geometry for a while. I have been having these close-eyed visions ever since I started taking DMT. I actually took it 6 times, but 5 times it worked. This was over a period of 3 years, ever since I decided to go into my spirituality. I decided to detach from everything and just focus on that. And ever since then, ever since I've had this feeling of connecting to everything and everyone and this oneness mentality, I feel that psychedelics are a tool to remember the truth and what we are and what is reality. I kind of agree with Terence McKenna where he says that you do it in infrequent doses over a long period of time, because if we use these as tools, we can use meditation, we could use super awareness, we can use reflection, we can use all of these principles and discover our true selves. So that's why I feel that there needs to be more research on this, especially like spiritual people on that path should start taking a look at these, because in 3 years I've been able to come to a lot of realizations and a lot of truths, and I've been able to reveal a lot to myself. So I wanted to talk today about sacred geometry and seeing this at night. So for the past 3 years, I have seen geometry patterns, sacred geometry, when in no thought, basically, samadhi, which is a direct connection with source. So you're not thinking at all. Your mind is completely blank. And I've been actually trying to incorporate that into my everyday life, which makes things a lot easier. It makes learning a lot easier. It makes understanding your reflections a lot easier. When I go to sleep, when I transition, I am conscious of transitioning into sleep. So when this happens, it usually starts with a bright flash. Then it becomes, the background of this is purplish red, and then you see the black shapes, and they start off like organisms or particles, and they form. And the more you don't think and you just allow this to happen and you're just observing, the more vibrant they become and the more intricate they become, and it's really quite beautiful, and it's become my favorite part of my day or night, is observing the sacred geometry. I feel myself, I don't need a psychedelic in between to see these visions, because it's happening, and it's happening every single day since I have started using these entheogens. And again, the reason why I use them so infrequently is because for me, it's extremely easy to see this at night, every single night. So usually when I see this, it looks like the fractal patterns that you see in crop circles. It's usually star tetrahedrons and circles within circles, and just these patterns of flowers and they're dividing and they're dividing and they're dividing and they're dividing. So that's really interesting. When I started going into myself, I thought that enlightenment was going to be like magical powers and stuff like that. But when I did go as far as I went, I realized that all I was looking for was myself. And that's what we're all looking for. We're all looking for love and acceptance and ourselves. And once you are awakened, you realize the truth that you are everything. And it's a really, really great truth. So I keep on looking into this. I'm looking into these books trying to understand something that is not explainable. Yesterday, the images were so vibrant and so spectacular, and it was kind of like just this fractal pattern, and it's amazing. And I'm really, really trying to stay in non-thought so I can experience that all the time. It's just all-knowing, accepting everything, accepting everyone. You know, before this happens, I usually put out an intention to send the world and every single being and every single soul and every single me in every single reality, in every single dimension, in every single solar system, love. And I meditate on that oneness, and it's great. We are it. Like Alan Watts says, we're it. Like, and once you start realizing that, oh, it's awesome. You know, we're going through a really cool time, and we're all going through this together, and I'm really excited. I mean, I can't even describe how cosmic it is. When in my lucid dream, I remember being lucid for a little bit and then going unconscious again. And it was a two-dimensional picture of this alien head, and I was observing it and it was observing me. That's really interesting. Oh man, it gets really interesting. And like, I woke up today with this thought current of so much knowing and understanding and bliss and interconnectedness, and it was all one. And I remember feeling that this is what was going to happen when you dissolve into singularity and you go into it, and how it would feel, and it felt like pure nirvana. Like, it's great. I love it. I mean, as a whole, the few people that I have let in my life who I'm very, very thankful to have, and who I think I'm here for, you know, we all have divine purpose. They've told me I've changed dramatically within the last 3 years. And it's not about just talking it, it's about understanding it, it's about observing it, and it's about just being. Be what you are, and what you are is divine and all-powerful and all-knowing. When other reflections around you question that, they're questioning themselves, which is in turn you questioning yourself. So ruminate on that. I know it's a huge mind bender, but it's awesome. I hope you guys are having an awesome, awesome day, and I hope my reflections are having their own truths. And please, if you're having the same experience of seeing these sacred geometries before you go to bed, let me know.